Welcome to the Athens Lunatic Asylum, one of America's most infamous haunted locations. Known for its dark history and chilling stories, this abandoned asylum still holds the echoes of those who once lived and suffered within its walls. Founded in 1874 in Athens, Ohio, the asylum was intended to house patients in more humane conditions than the overcrowded private hospitals of the time. But as the years went on, overcrowding and outdated treatments, like lobotomies and electroshock therapy, led to widespread suffering. By the early 1900s, the asylum became a place of pain, where harsh methods often caused more harm than healing. Patients endured brutal treatments, and many died within these walls, their lives cut short by both neglect and extreme methods. In 1993, the asylum closed its doors for good. But what was left behind was more than just a decaying building. It became a hotspot for paranormal activity. Reports of strange phenomena are common. Disembodied voices, footsteps in empty halls, and shadowy figures drifting through the rooms. The most famous apparition? The woman in white, a ghostly figure believed to be a former patient still wandering the building. The asylum's graveyard, where many patients were buried in unmarked graves, is another source of haunting tales. These forgotten souls are said to still haunt the grounds, seeking recognition or peace. Ghost hunters have captured eerie voices, strange temperature drops, and electrical disturbances, all believed to be signs of the restless spirits who remain trapped within these walls. Whether you believe in the paranormal or not, the Athens Lunatic Asylum remains a haunting reminder of a troubled past. The suffering of those who once lived here continues to echo, both in the stories and the spirits said to linger. Welcome to the Golden Lamb Restaurant and Hotel in Lebanon, Ohio, one of the oldest and most haunted spots in the state. Founded in 1803, this place has welcomed presidents, writers, and travelers for over 2 centuries. But beyond its rich history, it's also known for something else: ghost stories. Over the years, the Golden Lamb has hosted famous figures like Presidents Ulysses S. Grant, Rutherford B. Hayes, and even Mark Twain. But what's more intriguing are the tales of hauntings that have emerged. One of the most famous ghosts is an elderly woman seen wandering the upper rooms. It's said she was a regular guest who passed away in the same room she always stayed in. Guests have reported hearing footsteps and glimpses of her apparition. Then there's room 18, notorious for paranormal activity. People who've stayed there claim to hear strange noises and feel watched. The spirit of a man who died there is said to still haunt the room. Another legend is of a young woman who tragically took her life here. Her spirit, dressed in white, is said to appear in the bar area, leaving behind an eerie sense of sorrow. And even the kitchen isn't free from hauntings. Staff have reported hearing pots and pans move on their own, believed to be the ghost of a former chef. These hauntings are examples of suspended hauntings, where spirits seem trapped in time. Whether it's unfinished business or a strong attachment to the place, these ghosts are stuck in a loop, never truly leaving. Despite the spooky stories, the Golden Lamb remains a popular destination. People come for the food, the history, and maybe even a ghostly encounter. So, if you're ever in Lebanon, Ohio, stop by the Golden Lamb. Enjoy a meal, soak in the history, and who knows, you might just meet one of the spirits who still roam this historic hotel. The South Bass Island Lighthouse, located near Putin Bay, Ohio, was built in 1897 to guide ships through Lake Erie's waters. Standing 50 feet tall, the lighthouse features a brick tower with a prominent lantern room. It served as a beacon until 1962, when it was decommissioned. After years of disrepair, it was restored and now stands as a historical site. In addition to its maritime history, the lighthouse is known for its paranormal stories. Over the years, visitors and staff have reported eerie encounters, including strange noises, unexplained lights, and even sightings of ghostly figures. Some believe the spirit of a former keeper, who tragically drowned nearby, may still linger. Today, the lighthouse remains a popular spot for history buffs and thrill-seekers alike, offering both beautiful views and a touch of mystery. Welcome to Malabar Farm, a place where history and mystery collide. Nestled in the countryside of Lucas, Ohio, this farm is more than just a picturesque landmark. It's a place of ghostly whispers, eerie encounters, and a past that refuses to stay buried. At the heart of this legend is the Big House, a sprawling estate that has stood the test of time, and, some say, continues to be inhabited by spirits of the past. Built as the centerpiece of Malabar Farm, the Big House was the dream home of Louis Bromfield, a Pulitzer Prize-winning author and conservationist. Designed to blend rustic charm with modern elegance, the house became a lively gathering place for artists, intellectuals, and even Hollywood stars. But despite its grandeur, many who have stepped inside have felt an unsettling presence, as if something or someone never left. Over the years, staff, guests, and ghost hunters alike have reported chilling encounters inside the Big House. Strange noises echo through the halls at night, footsteps where no one is walking, whispers in empty rooms, and doors creaking open on their own. Some claim to have seen shadowy figures lingering near the grand staircase, disappearing the moment they are noticed. The hauntings don't stop there. Visitors have reported lights turning on and off by themselves, objects moving without explanation, and an overwhelming feeling of being watched. Paranormal investigators have recorded eerie EVP, electronic voice phenomena, suggesting that spirits within the house are trying to communicate. Some of the most chilling encounters happen in the bedrooms. Guests staying overnight have reported hearing faint voices in the dead of night, feeling sudden drops in temperature, and even waking up to see figures standing at the foot of their beds, only for them to vanish into thin air. Perhaps the most sinister legend connected to Malabar Farm is the story of Celie Rose. In June 1896, Celie, a troubled young woman, poisoned her parents and brother in a desperate attempt to be with the man she loved. The gruesome murders shocked the community, and Celie was eventually sent to a mental institution. But some believe her spirit never left. The Rose House near Malabar Farm is said to be one of the most haunted locations in Ohio, with reports of shadowy figures, ghostly whispers, and an oppressive energy that makes visitors uneasy. Could Celie's spirit still be searching for her lost love? Or does she remain bound to the land by the weight of her tragic crimes? Many who visit Malabar Farm claim to feel her presence, as if she is watching, waiting. The Big House at Malabar Farm is more than just a relic of the past. It's a place where history and the paranormal intertwine. Whether you visit for its rich heritage or to seek out the spirit said to reside here, one thing is certain. The walls of this house have stories to tell. The question is, are you ready to listen? The haunting history of the Springhouse Gazebo. Built in 1904, the Springhouse Gazebo is a blend of history and mystery. Originally constructed as a spring house to protect the natural water source and keep perishables cool, it later took on the decorative elements of a gazebo. While charming and practical, this unique structure is surrounded by eerie tales. Legends claim the natural spring beneath it holds strange energy, drawing unexplained phenomena. Visitors have reported ghostly figures in the windows, sudden drops in temperature, and phantom footsteps. Some believe spirits tied to the land still linger, giving the gazebo an air of both beauty and the supernatural. Whether viewed as a historic relic or a paranormal hotspot, the Spring House gazebo continues to captivate the imagination.
Thank you for watching, and remember, stay curious, but stay safe. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the bell to hear more chilling stories.